Hey guys, what's going on? It's your man Boris, and welcome to another episode of the TBScouts Podcast. Today is Thursday, January 27th, so I'll be talking about one of the games that I was able to go to this week, and then I'll also talk about some of the upcoming games for tomorrow and Saturday. So, going back to earlier this week, on Tuesday, I was able to see Bernie Champion versus Veterans Memorial. Man, that game was hype. Final score, Veterans Memorial did come out on top. They came out with the dub. It was 63-58. But that game was very fun to watch. Both teams were going at it. Champion came out strong in the first half, and then just the second half, Veterans must have had a good pep talk in the locker room and ended up coming out with the dub. But we'll go over all of that. So, final score, 63-58. First, let's go ahead and jump in to some of the stats for each team and talk about the top three scores or some of the leading scores on each team. So, we'll start with Bernie Champion. Leading scorer for Bernie Champion this game was Jesse Pert. He came in with 19 points. Taking a look at some of his stats overall, field goals, he was 7 for 18. One thing to point out, on his free throws, he was 4 for 4, so he shot 100% on free throws, which is great. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block as well. So great performance by Jesse. He pretty much, at one point, it was like, kind of carried the team, made some really hard baskets, some good plays for the team. So good job on that game. The next leading scorer for Champion comes in as Braden Baum, and he had 17 points this game. Braden, he's usually one of the leading scorers. He's having a great season with Champion, and he just continues to get better and improve over time. So Braden, he came in with 17 points. Overall, from the field, he was 5 for 12. On his free throws, he was 5 for 9. So Braden went to the line quite a bit that game. And total rebounds, he had three rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. The coming in third place as far as leading scorers is Charlie. Charlie came in with 9 points this game. Charlie was 3 for 5 overall in the field, and he was 2 for 2 on his free throws. He had 7 rebounds. I've mentioned before that Charlie, plays big inside the paint, plays big for his size. He goes after the ball, he gets rebounds, so I'm not surprised that he is leading Champion this game in rebounds with 7 total rebounds. Charlie also had 4 assists, and again, a total of 9 points. Just some mentionables. Braxton Burdick, he came in with 5 points this game, and he was 2 for 2 for his free throws. Braxton had 6 rebounds, and Braxton's another player that goes after the ball, very aggressive. So good job on those 6 rebounds. He had 1 assist, and again, he ended the game with 5 points. All right, so next, now going into Veterans Memorial and their stats. And again, I'm not 100% familiar with their team. Really, the only player that I knew kind of going into this game is Devin McLeod. But there was a couple other players that caught my attention this game. Top scorer for Veterans Memorial is Jamarion, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Thompson, number 5 on Veterans Memorial. He came in with a total of 20 points. And he kind of called this game too. Kind of funny side story. He had reached out to me on social, and he said it was going to be a good one, and he was right, man. He came in top scorer, actually leading scorer of the game, 20 points overall. Jamarion was 7 for 13 overall from the field, and he had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and then 20 points. So he definitely made some tough plays as well, and he was on fire in the beginning of the game. So good job, Jamarion. The next leading scorer for Veterans is number 2, Zach Rigg. He came in with 13 points. He was 4 for 6 overall from the field. On his free throws, he was 3 for 3, and he had 2 rebounds. And then coming in third place is T. Clay, and he had 9 points. Interesting stat for number 4, T. Clay. He was 7 for 11 from the free throw line, so he was at the line quite a bit, getting fouled. All right, so let's talk about the points table. Again, final score for this game was 63-58. But something that was kind of interesting after looking at the points table, in the first quarter, Champion outscored Veterans Memorial 19-11. In the second quarter, Veterans Memorial outscored Champion 21-17. Check this out. There must have been a good pep talk in the locker room for Veterans Memorial, because when they came out in the third quarter, they outscored Champion 12-3. I went back and I checked the film. Champion only scored 3 points in the third quarter. So I don't know what that was all due to. And the guys kind of seemed like they were a little bit off anyways, that night. But hats off to Veterans Memorial for being able to hold them to 3 points in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, both teams scored 19 points apiece. And when you add all that together, Champion had 58 points and Veterans Memorial had 63 points. So total spread there is a 5-point spread on the point difference. And, there's might have been a different story if, Champion might have been able to get 5 more points or something like that in the third quarter to kind of change this game. But overall, it was a great game to watch. It was one of those games where, the gym had a lot of people out there showing their support. The student section for Veterans Memorial, they came prepared. They had signs they were holding up in the audience and everything. So that was kind of cool. It's always cool to see the team showing the schools showing their school spirit. So keep that up, guys. Just, we always want to keep it classy, but a little friendly competition is always good. So next, let's talk about some of the upcoming games for this week and over the next couple of days. So tomorrow's going to be Friday, January 28th. A couple of games. Champion has a home game against Lemon at 6:45 p.m. Again, that's going to be Bernie Champion versus Lemon at 6:45 p.m. at Bernie Champion. Clemens plays Judson tomorrow. That's going to be a good one as well. Clemens versus Judson at 7 p.m. And that's going to be at Judson. So that's an away game for Clemens. Let's see. Tomorrow, Friday, we also have Steele versus Wagner at 7 p.m. And that's a home game for Steele. So 7 p.m., Steele versus Wagner at Steele. That'd be a good one as well. And Central Catholic plays Savi at 7 p.m. at Central Catholic as well. Moving on to Saturday, Brennan plays Stevens at 12. So it's always good to see Brennan playing. And then on Saturday as well, we have O'Connor versus Harlan, and that's at 1:30. So Saturday, 1:30, O'Connor versus Harlan, and two great teams going at it. So that's going to wrap up the podcast for today. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next episode where I'll be recapping some of the games that I saw over the next couple of days as well. So as always, thanks for the support, and we'll catch you next time.